The Ministry of Provincial Councils and Local Government states that the time period given to grant appeals for the delimitation of local government bodies will not be extended. Newsfirst contacted Minister of Local Government and Provincial Councils, Faiz Mustafa, for more details.
Minister, could you please tell us what the process is, since now you have received all the appeals for the Provincial Council delimitation?
With regard to local government delimitation, today is the last day. I hope to tabulate all appeals received, and I also want a fair process, so I've invited all registered political parties for a meeting on the 11th, and I've also appointed the subcommittee appointed by the President to look into the local government elections, and I hope to resolve many issues through consensus. As you know, the earlier delimitation, there were fingers pointed at saying that it was not a fair process. So I don't want to have the same fate. Therefore, I would like to follow a very democratic and open process where any of those bills put forward could be considered by all parties concerned and where I could reach consensus.
Now, how will it be divided here onwards?
There are the ward 30% by PR and 70% in terms of the ward system. But the Honourable Prime Minister brought in a proposal to bring female representation. I think that's also a very positive factor where 1/3 of the total number would be female, so that amendment also would be brought in. So I think this is a new thing in our political process where female representation is given priority by way of a statute. So I think the local government election would create major difference.
Minister, could you please tell us as to how these recommendations will be designed now according to the appeals that were being given?
No, I propose to have an all-party conference on the 11th, and where I have the members of the delimitation committee and the cabinet subcommittee participating, and there I would like to see whether we could reach consensus in these proposals.
Minister, is the committee that is appointed still active?
Yeah, they have the mandate for 3 months, so they are very much active.
So is the time enough for you all to make the recommendation since the Provincial Council elections?
In fact, I have informed all quarters this will be done expeditiously and just, and I hope to work towards the target of having elections in March.
And local body representatives show their interest towards the PR system rather than a mixed system.
Obviously, in certain quarters, they would like to have the PR system because where they could say that they came first in the particular council and claim to be the chairman or the vice chairman. But this term gives that power to the recognized political party because persons will be contesting for a particular ward. So, but also if you look at the pledge of President Maithripala Sirisena and Honorable Ranil Wickremesinghe, at the presidential election they pledged that they would change the electoral system with regard to the parliamentary elections. So if we can't create this change at local level, where we create a member who is accountable to a ward, I see that we are going backward with regard to our mandate and not forward.